she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. You know, when you come by the shop, it always makes for a better day, so thanks for showing up. Today I have a little project on the MTD Gold Tractor. I'm trying to get that geared up the way I like it, and one of the things I want to do is haul a trailer around with it, and I don't have a trailer hitch on it. On the back of the tractor, I think most tractors come with the back panel on them is formed out with a hole in it so that you can mount a trailer hitch, a pin hitch or some sort like that on it. But a lot of what I have for trailers, I have them geared up with a 1 7/8 inch ball receiver hitch. So I want to put a 1 7/8 ball on this little lawn tractor that I have. So I'm going to mount a hitch on it. And I also want to say that like this is not a how-to channel. This is not you know, you can do this and be okay. You know, whatever I'm doing to my tractor, it's me doing it, and I'm doing it because that's the way I like to do it, and I'll suffer the consequences if there are any bad ones. But I don't want to be held responsible if you were to do this and get into some kind of trouble. So bear that in mind. This is just a show and tell, not a do it or how to do it channel, right? Let's get her done. So here in the back of my tractor, this is the standard hitch mount that they usually come on all the tractors. The 1 7/8 inch ball I bought, the stud on it is too big to fit in that hole, and if I were to bore it out, then the ball would be too close to the back of the trailer, of the tractor. I mean, you wouldn't be able to hook up properly. Plus, this was too low, and the trailer was always tipped down at the front. So I'm going to move this hitch up. I think I'm going to try and mount it up here above this little dimple part. Okay, there's the ball hitch I bought. It's a 1 7/8. If you can make that out up there, 1 7/8. And it's a pretty beefy hitch. I think it's good for 2,000 pounds, it says, right? And if I can haul 2,000 pounds with that little MTD tractor, then I'll be laughing. So anyways, so I found this flange, and I don't know what I had that from. But anyways, it didn't have any hole in here in the middle, so I had to bore that hole out, and that was quite a job because I didn't have a 1 inch drill bit, so I had to do a lot of finagling. But anyway, I got it so that the ball will go through that. Right, so now I'm going to mount that on the back of the tractor. So then the metal on that little frame that I was showing you there, I don't know, it's probably a 1/16 thick, whatever gauge that is. I want to make it a little stronger, so I got a piece of flat bar here, and this is 3/16 flat bar, which is what this bracket is. So my plan is to drill a couple of holes in the back of my tractor, bolt this to the tractor, but then put this flat bar behind that metal angle on the tractor, the metal body piece on the tractor, to give it some backing so that it'll be more sturdy. All right, now another thing, I'd like to put a bail hitch on it. So I had this, this was an old toe ring off an old rig that I had one time years ago. I kind of spread it out, bent it and spread it out to make it wider. So now this should go right on here, line up with those two holes, and give me like a bail hitch for my tractor as well. So that's going to be good. So all right, that's the plan. So the first thing I have to do is I have to lay out this piece of flat bar and drill a couple of holes in it. Reaching back here, there's nothing in back. I'm unimpeded behind this panel, so I can feel that little dimple right there above the main deck of the tractor. So I think what I want to do is I like to mount this hitch where this cutout is. I like to mount that just above that little dimple right there. I think that would be good height. Gives me lots of clearance in the top for putting the ball on, because the ball will sit up about that high. So that'll be good. So I'd like to find the middle of this body panel here, and it's 13 1/4, so that's 6 3/4, 6 5/8 I mean. That's going to be the center right there. I'm marking my nice paint. The holes in my bracket were 4 7/8 apart. Yes, 4 7/8. So that means 2 7/16 from that mark, and then 2 7/16 t'other side. Would be about there. Now let me see. I'll get this in here. I'm going to go 2 3/4 up from the bottom of the panel. 2 3/4 would be about there. And then 2 3/4 on this side. 2 3/4 would be, 2 3/4 would be about there. Alright, now I'd like to check that once again. Looks like it might be right. Put a little pilot hole in here. Now we go with the big guy. I think I need a little juice in this one though, just in case. This is 3/8 bolt, goes through here, goes through this hole, and then through my flat bar. If I can get it in here. I can almost reach it. Oh, there we go. And then this one comes up here. I love it when the holes line up anyways, eh? Before I get too savage on that side, I'm going to go tighten up this side of the tube. Okay. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to be too high? Alright, I don't want to strain my milk, so that's going to be tight enough. Then we put my bale hitch on it. So, down through there, put the washer and then the lock nut. Okay, now then. So what do you think? You can see the Grampie's Workshop sticker good too, eh? Alright, let's try it with the trailer. So I think the trailer hitch is too high because the trailer's tipped back too far now. So I don't know whether I'll change that. It's not a big deal to change it. But I'm going to just try it like that. I'd rather the trailer tip towards the back than towards the front, because that's easier on the tongue weight. But anyway, we'll leave it like that, see what happens. Try it for a couple of loads. If I don't like it, I'll lower it. It's easy to do. Okay, so I connected the trailer on like you saw, and it looked like it was way too high. I went for a drive around the yard with it, and yeah, it's too high. So what I did was I measured the trailer from the ground to the middle of the axle, which is where the tongue comes off the trailer, and it's just 10 inches. And if I measure this, this is like 17 inches. So that's way too high. So I'm going to lower the trailer hitch. So in order to get down here to see what I'm doing, I got to lay on the floor. So 10 inches would be just an inch above this tray. So what's behind that? There's nothing in behind that, so I'll be able to move my hitch down on here and bolt it to this piece right here. So these little bottom parts here on this flange that I have, if I set those right on this deck, then that should be good. Once more, we'll find the center of this plate. 1, 2 7/16 would be there. The height to the center of those holes is like 3/4 of an inch. So I think I'm going to come up an inch off this deck plate just to be safe. Confirm that those holes will line up. Doesn't look too bad. And then we'll start with the small bit, and I'm going to go a small bit, then a medium, and then into the one for the 3/8 hole. So we'll start here, and there's nothing behind that. I got lots of room. And then I'll go to the proper size. Alright, I found a good way to clean up the iron filings is you just take your rag and put a magnet in the rag. And then that picks up all the filings. And then you just cover them all up, take the magnet away, and there you have all your filings. So then we just clean up our mess from the oil, and then we'll take our 3/8 bolts again through our trailer hitch, through the hole, and through our flat bar backer. And then put the other side in. And then we can tighten these up. All right. Okay, let's try this. Good and sturdy. So it's still tipped a little from front to back, but I like that a lot better. I think that's going to be where we'll leave it. I'm glad I changed it. Thanks for talking me into it. So it's nice to get the trailer hitch put on the tractor. The first, I thought, putting it up high was going to be good because I didn't want the trailer to tip down towards the tractor. I wanted it to be level or away from the tractor. But that first spot, that was way too high. I'm glad I changed it. Anyways, I'd set up a little bit, now just a little bit of tip to the rear, so that's good. I think that's going to work all right. The tongue weight won't be so great on the tractor, and I think it's just going to be better all the way around. So, there you go. That's what happens when you do a mod, right? You do a mod, have a look at it, rethink it, tweak it a little, and then the final product. Sometimes on the second go around. So this is MTD Gold Trailer Hitch version 2. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Like I was saying earlier, thanks a lot for dropping by. I'm sure glad you dropped in. And I hope you leave me some comments so we can get to know one another a little bit better. And from our regular viewers, please leave me some comments. Don't forget, everyone, thumbs up me, enjoy the video. And if you have a mind to, you can subscribe and share it with all your friends. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.